Okay, next thing to be painted with the balsa are the blades. Oh my lord, aren't they pretty? Ooh, woo. Wow. Boy, somebody's gonna get a nice set of blades. Look at those things. Okay, enough of blowing my own horn. I do that enough as it is, so my wife says. Listen. Um, Go ahead and cover this with the balsa first, and then we will put the wire leading edge on here. I'll show you how to do that. And while I'm at it, I might as well give you a tutorial real quick on how to balance your blades. Okay? Alright, we've got the balsa on all the blades, so they're pretty much ready to go. The next thing we have to do is figure out how long our wires are going to be, and you have to cut all the wires exactly the same length. When you're putting your wire in your blades, don't do this. Don't leave a gap in between your wire and this. What that's going to do, that's going to make it very weak, and it'll snap off every time right there if your blade strikes the ground. Put your blade where it's going to be supported in here. Okay? You gotta drill a small hole within this plywood right here, and that's gonna make it a lot stronger. So I'm gonna measure from where the radius stops, and like in between here somewhere, I'll go a ½ inch away from the edge. Let me show you. I'm going to measure 23.5. These blades are going to be a little bit longer. So now, I know all my blades are exactly the same length, okay? So, since I know there's a constant there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from the back side 2.5. Okay, so now 2.5. And 2.5. There. Now, the balsa's soft. You can actually just take your wire, if you don't want to drill it, you can just take your wire and just shove it in there if you want. Personally, I'm going to drill mine like this. Got a hole and got a wire. Okay, so we're gonna have to snip all these first, and then we're gonna glue them. So I'm gonna snip them 23.5, as I said before, but my memory is crap. So sorry. Sorry. Just sue me, okay? And there's one. 23.5. That's the second one. And the third one. 23.5. Okay, they're all marked. And that won't fit. Okay. There, about that. I'm going to cut this wire. I have realized that my hand strength is not what it used to be, so I am going to cut this with my Dremel. Alright, time to glue the wire onto the blade. Pretty straightforward, guys. Not a whole lot to it. Oh, tape. Make sure I got my tape. You know what? Sometimes it's easier if you go ahead and pull off your pieces of tape and stick them on the side of your workbench. So all you got to do is grab them, because your fingers are going to be sticky as hell. And that's going to... Alright, here we go. I'm going to start at this edge. I'm going to lay a bead of glue down. Okay, now take one of the wires. All the wires are the exact same length. I'm gonna, let's see, I want to make sure you see this. I'm gonna stick it in here. I'm gonna rotate it around, and I'm gonna drop it. And I'm gonna push it down, and I'm gonna wipe the glue down. The next thing I'm going to tell you is important, so listen up, you crazy kids. Put your glue on the bottom of the blade like this. Got me? Like this. Lay your blade down flat on the surface of your work table. Push the blade down. Make sure the wire is down all the way. Okay, got one edge buttoned up. Wire down. Don't have that wire sitting up, because your blade's not going to fly right. You guys got to realize that this is the most important part of your build. I don't care how good your fuselage looks. I don't care what kind of wheels you put on, what kind of motor, this and that, and dummy radial and blah blah blah. This is the most important thing of the whole build. If you don't have a blade that's going to create lift, you got crap. You got to have a profile. You got to have that wire pushed all the way down. If you feel like it's going to move on you a little bit, throw some more tape on there. It ain't going to hurt. Pull that wire down if you got to. Strap her ass in. Show that wire who's the boss. Who's the man? You the man? Come on now. Do this right. Don't screw around, do the wrong thing. Don't get on the forums and go, Dave, my blades won't fly. Well, if your gyro's not flying, you ain't doing something right. All I can do is show you guys what to do, baby. Look at there. The wire is flush with the bottom. Look at that. Okay, this blade's going to create lift. When it's covered, the radius of that wire is going to meet that edge right there, and it's going to be so pretty. Alright, so that's it. I'm going to do the rest of the blades.